What if starting your day with water could actually be harmful to your body? The issue isn't with water itself, but when it's mixed with certain habits, it can lead to anything from queasiness to long-term strain on your organs. While morning hydration is widely praised, few people discuss the risks of doing it improperly. This is especially relevant for older individuals, whose bodies are more delicate and reactive. Your heart, digestion, and kidneys all rely on proper timing, balance, and context. Upon waking, the body is in a fragile phase. Hormones are shifting, blood pressure is in flux, and electrolyte levels are low. Overloading the system with the wrong approach might not show immediate effects, but that doesn't mean it's harmless. Some people feel dizzy. Others get heart flutters or cold sweats. Some just feel off without knowing why. The link can be easy to miss. But once you understand the process, it all becomes clearer. In this video, we'll go over 5 common errors that can turn morning water intake from helpful to harmful. Each one represents a subtle risk that's often ignored. And the final one could completely shift how you see your mornings. If you want to support smooth digestion, a steady heart, and a clear mind, stay tuned. This could be one of the most surprising and valuable insights you've had in a while. Before we start, we ask you to like the video and leave a comment to help the channel grow. Subscribe and activate the notification bell to stay updated on our content. Now let's begin. First, drinking ice-cold water on an empty stomach. It might seem invigorating and may even help you wake up, but introducing freezing water into your system right after waking is a shock your body doesn't need, especially when your stomach is empty. Overnight, your organs settle into a calm rhythm. Blood vessels narrow slightly. Your digestive system goes quiet. Suddenly introducing very cold water is like hitting the brakes on an engine that's just warming up. It interferes with digestion, tightens the stomach, and constricts blood vessels right when they should be opening to help ease into the day. The problem isn't the water itself, but its temperature. Cold water forces your body to burn extra energy just to stabilize your internal temperature. This may not matter much to young people, but for older adults with slower metabolisms, it can cause unnecessary strain on the heart and circulatory system. You might get a sudden headache, feel dizzy, or notice a lasting chill in your chest. These aren't signs of refreshment. They're signals your body is reacting to an unexpected jolt. Take Ella, a 76-year-old who used to start her day with a tall glass of cold water straight from the fridge. She liked how it cleared her throat and made her feel sharp. But she also started noticing cramps, cold fingers, and sluggish digestion. After talking to her doctor, she was advised to try room temperature water instead. The improvement was instant. Her stomach relaxed. Her hands stopped shaking. Her mornings became smoother, more pleasant, and less tense. Many discomforts are often dismissed as normal parts of aging, but in reality, they may be tied to habits that no longer suit the body's needs. What once felt energizing at 25 might now be doing harm at 75. So if your mornings start with something that feels like a shock to the system, it might be time to reconsider. Let your body ease into the day. Pick water that's closer to your own temperature. Show your organs the care they've earned. They've supported you this far, they deserve it. Second, drinking too quickly or in large gulps. It's natural to want a big drink when you're thirsty, but consuming water too rapidly, especially just after waking, can throw your system out of sync. In those first moments of waking, your body is still adjusting. Your stomach isn't ready. Your heart is stabilizing. Your blood pressure is finding its new normal. Drinking a full glass of water in one big gulp, even if it's not cold, can lead to bloating, dizziness, and sometimes even nausea or sudden lightheadedness. The problem is, when you consume water too quickly, your body doesn't get the chance to properly handle that sudden intake. Your kidneys go into high gear. Your electrolyte levels shift rapidly. Your stomach stretches all at once, which can lead to gas, discomfort, or even acid reflux in those who are more prone to it. This is especially important for older adults, since fluid balance becomes more sensitive with age. What feels like a smart, efficient way to get hydration done can actually trigger a chain reaction that makes you feel worse, not better. Take Walter, a 72-year-old retired track coach who approached drinking water like it was part of his training. Every morning, without fail, he would wake, stretch, and down an entire bottle of water before getting out of bed. But eventually, he began feeling unexpectedly dizzy in the mornings. He wasn't skipping meals. He stayed hydrated. But once he explained his morning routine to his doctor, they found the issue. He was flooding his system before his body was ready to handle it. By making a simple adjustment, drinking his water slowly over the course of 15 to 20 minutes, his symptoms vanished. There's a natural rhythm to proper hydration, and respecting that rhythm, especially first thing in the morning, can have a major impact. Taking small sips allows your body to better absorb the water. It eases the burden on your kidneys. It helps prevent the sudden electrolyte drops that can leave you feeling off balance or anxious. So instead of racing through your morning drink, treat it like a calming practice. Sit up, take a breath, and sip slowly. Let your body welcome the water instead of resisting it. A few extra minutes can prevent a full day of feeling unwell. If you're still watching and getting useful info from this, drop a number 2 in the comments to let me know you're following along. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you won't miss any of our videos. Your support helps us keep making helpful, thoughtful content. Now let's continue. Number 3. Drinking from plastic bottles that were left out overnight. Sometimes the danger doesn't come from the water, but from the bottle it's in. A lot of people leave a plastic water bottle next to their bed, thinking it's an easy way to stay hydrated in the morning. But if that bottle sits out too long, especially in a warm room or near sunlight, it can start releasing chemicals into the water inside. One of the big concerns is a chemical called BPA, often found in older or lower quality plastic bottles. Even those marked as BPA-free aren't always safe, because other replacement chemicals can have similar effects. When heat and time are involved, here's why it matters. These chemicals are known as endocrine disruptors. That means they imitate natural hormones and interfere with how your body's glands function. For seniors already managing things like blood sugar, thyroid levels, or blood pressure, even small amounts of extra interference can throw the system off. The effects aren't immediate, but over weeks or months, you might start noticing fatigue, mood changes, or digestive problems, without realizing your harmless-seeming bedtime routine could be contributing. Take Stanley, a 78-year-old who was proud of his daily water intake. Every morning, he drank from the same store-bought plastic bottle he kept by the bed. He refilled it from the tap and reused it for weeks without thinking much about it. It sat next to a warm light and sometimes in the sun. Eventually, he started getting headaches and bloating that didn't seem tied to his diet or medication. After doing some research and speaking with a nutritionist, he swapped out the plastic for stainless steel and glass, and stopped leaving bottles out overnight. In a few weeks, the headaches faded and his energy came back. It's easy to overlook tiny exposures like this, especially when they don't seem dangerous. But for older bodies, every bit of extra chemical stress can make a difference. The liver works harder, the hormones get disrupted, and your body becomes more sensitive overall. So if you've been using plastic bottles overnight, or reusing soft containers, consider switching. Go with glass or metal, or at least refill a clean bottle fresh each morning. It's a small change, but one that could bring a lot more peace to your day. Mornings are a fragile time. That's when your body is working to regain balance after a night without food. For many older individuals, mornings also mean medication, whether it's for blood pressure, thyroid issues, or chronic pain. These small pills do a lot of work. But what many don't realize is that how you take them, especially regarding timing with food and water, can make a huge difference. Drinking plain water on a completely empty stomach right after taking some medications can lead to queasiness, stomach upset, or even reduce how well the medication works. Some prescriptions should be taken with food. Others need an empty stomach, but that doesn't mean they should be washed down with a large quantity of water. Some react negatively to shifts in stomach acidity, which can be influenced by what and how you drink. Your digestive system isn't just a passive tube. It operates with careful coordination between enzymes, fluids, and timing. Overloading it with water, especially when it's empty or just after eating, can mess with absorption. That could mean you're not getting the full benefit of your medication, or worse, that it's irritating your stomach without you realizing the cause. Take Margaret, an 80-year-old who started feeling sick to her stomach each morning, though her eating habits were consistent and her labs looked normal. The culprit turned out to be her thyroid pill. She was taking it with a large glass of water and then eating too soon afterward. Her doctor advised her to take it with just a small sip, and then wait 45 minutes before eating breakfast. The nausea vanished, and her medication started working better, too. It's easy to miss how reactive the stomach can be in the early morning. You might have been on the same pill for years, but as your body ages, its responses evolve. Tuning in instead of going on autopilot lets you make small changes that can prevent bigger issues. So if you've been waking up feeling off, or if your medication seems less effective lately, take a moment to reflect on your water habits. When, how much, and with what. The fix might be simpler than you think. If you're still with us and finding these tips helpful, leave a comment with the number 4 so I know you're following. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time. Hit that bell so you never miss an update. Your engagement helps us keep sharing valuable health insights. Now, let's keep going. Number 5. Skipping breakfast and relying only on water. It might seem like a clean, disciplined way to start the day. Some people wake up, drink a large glass of water, and skip breakfast entirely, believing it's good for their body. But especially for older adults, this habit can quietly sap your energy, drop your blood sugar, and put your body in a state of depletion that's hard to come back from. While hydration is crucial, water alone, without any food to support your system, can leave you drained, irritable, and mentally sluggish, sometimes without knowing why. When you first wake up, your body is still in fasting mode. Blood sugar is low. Your brain is craving fuel. Your muscles are waiting for nourishment. Water helps restart circulation and hydrate your cells, sure, but it doesn't offer the carbohydrates or protein that your body and brain need to function well. If you add coffee on top of that, things can get worse. You're stimulating the body without grounding it. This can leave you feeling anxious, unfocused, or emotionally flat by mid-morning. It's easy to blame those symptoms on aging or stress when they're really just signs your body needs food. Consider Alice, a 69-year-old who wanted simpler mornings. She read that drinking water boosts metabolism and that skipping breakfast was part of a popular trend. So, she began her day with only water and avoided food until noon. At first, she lost a little weight. But then the tiredness hit. Her mood declined. She became more forgetful, even repeating herself in conversations. Her daughter noticed. A checkup showed no serious issues, just a lack of consistent morning glucose. Once she started including a small, protein-rich breakfast like eggs with fruit or oatmeal with nuts, her energy lifted, her memory improved, and she began feeling more like her old self. Skipping breakfast might sound like a harmless, even smart, choice. But for an older body, especially one already dealing with medications or hormonal shifts, this approach can be risky. Think of breakfast like fuel for a fire. Without it, the flame struggles. With it, you get steady, lasting energy. Water is essential, but it can't do it all on its own. So if your mornings have been starting with just water, thinking that less is better, this could be the change that makes a real difference. Give your body both hydration and nourishment. That's how you fully wake up, both physically and mentally. Final thoughts. Morning habits carry weight. They shape your energy, your clarity, your mindset. And while water often gets the spotlight, and for good reason, it's not a universal fix. The truth is, water helps when used thoughtfully. If we overdo it, rush through it, or don't notice how our body reacts, something meant to benefit us might quietly become a problem. As we grow older, our systems become more reactive. What once felt refreshing might now be too abrupt. What seemed harmless might now deserve a closer look. But this isn't about alarm, it's about awareness. About caring for the body you live in today, not the one you had years ago. Maybe that care looks like sipping instead of gulping. Maybe it's warming the water slightly or eating a bit of food before you drink. Maybe it's finally retiring that old plastic bottle you keep using. These aren't major overhauls. They're mindful shifts. And often, it's those gentle, conscious changes that preserve our well-being, clarity, and peace of mind as the years pass. The fact that you're here, paying attention to these small details, says a lot about you. It says you're someone who's engaged, who's learning, who values their health. That mindset alone enriches your life. So don't stop now. Take one insight from today and try it tomorrow morning. Notice how your body feels when it's treated not just with routine, but with intention. Thank you for spending this time with us. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share one takeaway and how you might apply it. Your voice matters here, and we really do appreciate it. Reading your thoughts keeps us inspired to keep sharing. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit too. Thanks again for being here, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.